Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War Zombies video. Today, I have a lot of catching up to do. There were some teasers released for DLC 4 of Black Ops Cold War Zombies that I missed due to some computer issues, and that's a long story. I'm not going to explain it in the video, but if you want to know what happened, I'll leave the story in the description so you guys can check that out if you want to. But today, we have some teasers to delve into. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Here's the first teaser right here. It says, "Weaver, this is the place. We must make our stand here," and it's signed by Ravenov. And obviously, as you guys probably already know by now, this is the facility in Red Light Green Light from the campaign mission. If you guys don't remember Red Light Green Light, it was the mission in the campaign where you were with Woods and you infiltrate this big facility, and behind these metal walls is a makeshift American town where Russian soldiers were practicing doing drills on American streets. Of course, it's a mock-up, but because of the Cold War and the tension between the United States and Russia, the Russian soldiers were just preparing themselves with Anytown USA mock-ups. Moving right along, we have the second teaser. Omega's next operation is already well underway. They have been constructing for months, and this is a machine that looks very, very similar in my opinion to the machine we see in Die Maschine. So it appears as if we have to shut down another machine similar to the one in Die Maschine, but that is not the Easter egg endgame. Stay tuned to find out what it is. And here we have the third teaser image. On the picture, it reads, "Kravchenko plans to open a special gateway. They are trying to find him," and him, you'll find out who that is in a second, but him might not actually be him, it might be the Forsaken. And if you guys don't know who the Forsaken is the main antagonist of the Dark Aether storyline. So hopefully Omega doesn't accidentally summon the Forsaken instead of him. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other teasers and we'll find out who him actually is. And here on screen we have our fourth teaser that we got during the week about Samantha Maxis. Let's go ahead and read. "After consulting with Dr. Gray and Officer Weaver, I have decided to approve Maxis for Operation First Domino. Over the last several months, she has learned much about her powers and how to control them. She is ready. Unfortunately, she has not been approved to return to Requiem at this time and will fulfill her operations from Redacted, where my team can monitor her and ensure she is not at risk of Redacted. She may not be in the field, but rest assured she has a role to play as Redacted and Redacted." So we have a lot of redactions in that paragraph, and we'll find out what the true role of Samantha Maxis is in the Dark Aether storyline come DLC 4. I know you have questions, and I appreciate your patience through this time. I understand what she has come to mean to you, and you only want what is best for her. Just know that Redacted, she is safe. What is that redaction? It's very suspicious to me. That's all I'm going to say, guys. And if we go down further here on the document, we see a picture of Sam opening up a portal, and there she is right there. So really interesting stuff here. The director is planning on using Sam for something to do with Operation First Domino, which is going to be DLC 4. But that's not the only document to come out of the CIA. We have another teaser here for DLC 4 all about Zykov. And if you guys don't know who Zykov is, he is the mysterious man in the Dark Aether that talks to us through the intel and gives us a little bit of exposition as to what's going on. So let's go ahead and read this document. "Team, this is your target, Sergeant Kazimir Zykov. 40 years ago, he sacrificed himself and shut down the particle accelerator at Project N Station, closing the portal to the Dark Aether. Then, in November of 1983, Omega reopened it. Now, they're going after him. Zykov is the single most important intelligence asset Requiem has encountered. He has unparalleled knowledge about the Dark Aether, and he knows how to defeat the Forsaken." That is, if this is actually Zykov, and I'll get into what I mean by that in a second, but let's just keep reading here. "If Kravchenko succeeds and takes him into custody, we lose Zykov for good. You must locate and extract him before Omega can. He's been a part of this from the beginning. Let's bring him home, Weaver." Well, there you have it, everybody. The goal of DLC 4 is to extract Zykov from the Dark Aether. Now, back to what I was saying earlier about how this may or may not be Zykov after all. You see, back on Mauer der Toten, Kravchenko explained to us that the Forsaken, which is the big bad guy of the Dark Aether storyline, disguised himself as Dr. Vogel, which is Valentina's father, to get on Valentina's good side and open up the Dark Aether portal in Mauer der toting, and you guys know the rest. So perhaps both Requiem and Omega are being played by the Forsaken, and the Forsaken is acting like Zykov, so both Omega and Requiem can both go to the Dark Aether to get him out. And one last thing, here is the picture of Zykov. You guys might recognize this photo from the Die Maschine intro cutscene, so this is the guy that we may or may not be saving. Again, he could be the Forsaken, we could get some trickery going on here, but this is what Zykov looks like. Well, there you have it, everybody. All 5 of the DLC 4 teasers that I missed over the week, and I'm sure we're going to be getting a ton of intel next week, maybe even some gameplay trailers or something about DLC 4 and when Season 6 is going to be starting. Because obviously DLC 4 is going to be releasing at the start of Season 6, and I'm pretty excited about that. And if you guys are just as excited as I am to see the finale of Black Ops Cold War Zombies and the continuation of the Dark Aether storyline, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. Also, don't forget to check out all the links down below in the description so you stay up to date with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.